Hi, Chloe.
Hello.
Thank you for coming to talk to us. Just remind me when you left Harrop Fold.
2013.
2013. Right. Okay. And what was it like when you left? What was your last day like?
Oh, I love school, so I don't know. Leaving, my last day was so emotional. Like, you think that you're always going to be here, and then you just leave one day and you just never come back.
And you had a college place lined up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
okay.
went to Eccles College.
Right.
Studying health and social care in level 3.
Okay.
Which took 2 years, so it means I would have been going to university after 2 years. But then I dropped it after 1 year.
You dropped it after 1 year. So why did you do that?
I got really depressed when I left school because I missed it so much. I don't know, I just hit the real world when I left straight away. It hit me really hard. So then I got really behind on my college work and I wasn't getting the grades that I wanted to get.
Okay.
So I didn't want to leave after the second year with the lowest grades that you could get. So I left and did an apprenticeship instead in business and admin.
In business and admin, right, okay. And when you say it really hit you hard, did you have any support with that? Or?
Yeah, I went to counsellors. The college had a counsellor as well that I went to. But it's just, I don't know, college was very different to school and I thought it was going to be like the same. So I just didn't like it, so I just left.
I suppose it's difficult when you've built up relationships with staff and students and then they've gone when you hit sixth form.
Yeah, like when you're at school, you talk to the teachers like you're your friends as well, not just like you're the teacher. And then, so like if you was joking around with a teacher, you just said, "Oh, shut up." In college, I was getting actions for it.
So, actions? What does that mean?
Yeah, that's like a discipline. Like, if you get 3 actions, you're out.
Oh, right, okay. So it took a while to work out how they wanted you to be, if you like.
You didn't have the bond like you did with the teachers in school.
Right. I suppose it takes time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you left after a year?
I left after a year with passes.
Okay. And then what happened then? How did you get on to the next phase of what you were doing?
Well, Salford City College had an apprenticeship scheme. So I went and applied with them. And then I went to a place called Hope Textiles. It was a very small business. So they didn't have enough for me to do there. So the college took me out and put me into hall fire protection. And I did my course there. I passed it all in December just gone.
Right, okay.
So now I've got a qualification in business and admin.
Right, okay. And I understand you're actually hopefully starting a new job soon.
Yeah, hopefully. I did like it, hall fire, but I didn't have enough responsibility that I wanted. I wanted my own role, so I left and looked for a new one.
Okay. And where are you hoping to go now then?
AJ Bell's in Old Trafford.
Okay. So you've been for interviews?
Yeah.
So what's that process like?
It's really scary because you have to have a phone interview, then you have to go face to face. You have to do like an online test. It's just really nerve-wracking, like the waiting part, to know if you're going to get it or not.
Right. Okay. And are you at that stage now? Or?
Yeah. I should find out at the end of the week.
Oh, well, fingers crossed.
I know.
Yeah. Do you see any of the people that you were here with still?
Not really. All my friends seem to be from like Warden High School. That's who I seem to be. But I see Claire sometimes, Megan, Demi. I speak to Shannon and them, but I don't really spend time with them.
Right.
Not as much as I would like to.
So what else have you been doing then since you left Harrop Fold?
I passed my driving test, which was like a huge milestone. Working, that's all I seem to do. Work and drive.
So what hours do you work generally then?
I did work 8:15 till 4:45.
Right.
So that took all my day.
And how much holiday do you get?
Holiday, sorry.
Yeah.
19 days.
Right.
So it wasn't that many.
Bit different to when you were at school and college.
Yeah.
So
My sickness was a huge thing at work. They pulled me up on quite a lot.
Right.
I don't know why.
So did you just have a number of illnesses or?
Yeah, I suppose. Sometimes when I just felt like I'm too tired to go in today.
Right. Okay. So looking back at your time when you were here, what advice would you give to current students?
Appreciate it when you've got it, because maybe sometimes, like I just said, I would ring into school sick, say that I didn't feel well, if I knew that I could go in, but it's just because my legs felt a bit tired or something, I didn't. and then I could have spent that day doing something, enjoying the day. Like, I also regret dropping geography and like history in them, because I don't know much things about it, not at all. I don't know any knowledge about them, and I would like to, but to get the knowledge that I need now, I would have to start all over again. I don't even know where to start, so I think I would have chose to stick to the main subjects a bit more.
Right. I remember that you, there was a big article on you in the Manchester Evening News.
That you put in.
Well, I asked them to interview you, which of course they did. And just talk about your GCSEs. How many did you get?
12. I started to see. I think that was my biggest success in school, because in like year 10 I had my frame put on my leg, so I was off school for quite a lot, and I came out with a D in French, which is still good considering I wasn't in half the time. But yeah, it was a great success that I still got 12 GCSEs even though I was in and out of hospital a lot.
Yeah, it was a brilliant success, which is why I wanted the Manchester Evening News to feature it, which of course I didn't expect them to do the big article that they did.
It was massive.
It was.
A huge picture.
Yep, we've still got that up on the wall. But 12 A-star to Cs, as you say, with a lot of hospital appointments as well. You did really well.
I had a lot of physio in school as well. I used to come into school and do it. I trained how to walk again and do my schoolwork.
Yeah. And of course you had a number of other things I remember, because you were hit with a firework at one point, weren't you?
Yeah. While I had my frame on.
Yeah.
So that stepped me back a lot. Especially to, like when I was getting my confidence up, I was just going back down and down. I seemed to be going worse before I got better.
Okay. What was your biggest success, do you think?
Probably getting all my GCSEs.
Okay.
And being in school, because I did nothing when I was in the hospital because I was in so much pain. I was always drugged up on loads of like tablets to make me sleepy so I didn't feel it. So then when I came to school I was only in half days, but then I gradually built myself up.
So that's great for our future students, isn't it? To think of you with all the operations you had and you still got a 12 A-star to Cs. So students can
do it. You can.
If they've got your determination. Right.
I think you just need to think positive.
Brilliant. So for students thinking of coming to this school, what would you say to them? Why choose this school above another school?
Oh, I loved this school. I would come back any day if I could. Really would. Yeah. Any day. I don't know, it's just different. The teachers, they get you down to your work, but you can also talk to them about anything that you need to talk to them about, which I think that's what made you so comfortable and wanted to be here. But then again, they can be very strict when they want to be.
Right, well that's good.
You have your voice at the school, where some schools I know that they don't listen to anything that you say. Where here you can say what you want to do, what you want to happen and how you want it to happen.
Right, and I always remember you being quite vocal in saying what we should and shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
When you were at school, you had quite a clear path of what you thought you wanted to do. Now, did you follow that?
No.
Or how's it differed then?
Well, when I was in school, I just wanted everything was drama. That's all I wanted to do. But then I left school and I went and did health and social care because I wanted to go down the path of working with disabled children within drama. And then I realised that I couldn't make it happen with just qualifications. I needed money, funding, like the building to do it. So then that's more of a reason why I went into business and admin, so I could get the qualifications to manage the own business. I still want to do it, but I feel like that needs to be like a side thing. So then I can gain the money while learning still now, and then put it to the side, and then maybe have my dream job when I'm much older.
Right. So maybe set up something.
Yeah,
like a drama group to start with for disabled.
Yeah, that's what I want to start. But it's a lot of funding and you need experience and money, and I'm only 19 at the moment, so I can't have it all. So I need to build myself up before I go to it. But when I left school I thought it was just going to be simple. I could leave school and go and do it tomorrow, but you can't.
No, it takes time, doesn't it? But you've still got that dream too.
But I've still got it in the back of my head.
Yeah.
It's just getting up to it.
Yeah. Have you ever looked at any organisations that exist?
Well, I did my work experience at college at Springwood Primary School, Joey Swinton, for disabled children, and I really enjoyed it there. And then I was going to volunteer to keep going back, but then obviously I got my job instead and I didn't have no time at all. So that gave me a bit more experience. And I keep applying for jobs within the industry, but I need the money and the money's not coming from there, so I need the money to work myself up to get that dream.
Great. Okay. I'm glad you still got the dream.
So am I.
Right. What about some of the things in school then? I know you say you regret perhaps not doing history or geography, but I know you did other things as well, stuff after school. What sort of things did you do?
I did an extra curriculum in photography. Me and Tim did photography like after school, which added up to a qualification. So we would lend the cameras off Mr. Bridge and we would go and take pictures of trees or family, and then we would put it together in like a big portfolio. I did loads of things in performing arts where I would act and dance and sing for old people. I would opening evenings, Christmas parties, anything. I had a mentor in school where maybe if I was because I was unachieving in maths, he would sit next to me and make sure I did my maths. He was like my personal stalker. I always had him. Wherever I was, he was. If I wasn't there, he would be there waiting for me to get there, which was good. I enjoyed that.
Did it work?
Yeah, I passed maths.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
I had 1-to-1 with maths as well, which was just me and Halima, I think it was, in just like a room with a maths tuition. That was good. I really improved a lot in that. But and then I was improving more than the other person, so then I got took out of it. So that made me improve a lot.
I remember when you got your maths qualification. I remember you on the corridor with that envelope.
Yeah,
So
because I was I was best friends with Tim, and he didn't pass the first time, and neither did I. And then we both passed the second time, and we was both like jumping around. And I thought I didn't have to ever go in maths again.
What would you have worked harder at if you could have done now when you got back?
I don't know, I think I would when I got that C the second time, and there was always the third time still. I think I just dropped maths then. I just didn't do maths again. I thought it wasn't useful. But I think I would have still tried and maybe got a B the next time or something. But I don't know, I just thought, I've passed. I don't need to do it anymore. I think I would have changed that. And same with English as well, because I did that in English as well.
Yeah. I suppose it gave you chance to do more on your other subjects.
Yeah, it did. That was a good thing, like, I really wasn't any good at science. But then, so then they put the whole year, not the whole year, the whole, what do you call it, the whole class, down to BTEC science. So we had like 6 months to do 2 years of work because none of us was passing. So finishing maths helped me pass in that. But that's when my mentor was stalking me everywhere, so I'd go and get my maths work done and science.
Have you found that having so many good GCSEs has helped you?
Yeah, because even like jobs now, even though I've been to college and I've done my apprenticeship, they won 5 A-star to C's, maths and English. So if I didn't get my maths, then I wouldn't have been able to get the jobs that I'm applying for. And when I did my apprenticeship, the IT I did at school, it didn't count in their border, so I had to do IT all over again. But and I got an A in IT, so it really frustrated me. So if I didn't get maths and English, I would have had to have time out of work to go to the college to do the maths and English that I did. And I've seen people who was in college doing maths and English, and they was there till like 5 o'clock at night, and I was finishing at 3. So it just made it a little better.
So for future students then, get your maths and English.
Get your maths and English, yeah. It's easier at school doing it with all your friends and that special help that you need, because they're always willing to give you more help here.
Well, thank you for coming in today.
It's okay.
To talk
Enjoyed
to us.
it.
I'm hoping that will really help and inspire some of our students. And if you can come in the summer when we're having our curricular enrichment day, that would be absolutely brilliant, because I think I know you've said you would talk to
Yeah.
some of our students.
I would love to.
Yeah, and I think they would find that really useful. So let's hope we can make
Yeah.
that work. All right, thank you, Chloe.
Okay.